Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I think it's about time we made a bit of progress on Stevo the Evo. So I've basically got every single component I need to finish this Evo and upgrade it in a lot of ways has already been ordered. So I was held up a little bit by obviously the daily car break-in, and then my van broke as well, so I had to source a new van. Had a couple of other things going on, but we're back now on this Evo. Whilst I've done a lot of things off camera, you probably could follow along on my Instagram page. There'll be a link to that in the description. But for today we're going to be fitting the aircon delete kit. So if we take a step over to the car, I'll explain why I've had to delete the aircon. So here is basically where the AC delete kit is going to be installed. Now normally you'd have an AC compressor. It's a very big heavy lump of steel and aluminium, and it just sits here. It weighs about probably 5 or 10 kilograms, but it wasn't really weight saving that pushed me over the edge to get rid of that aircon. It was actually problems with this Morrosso Sump. Now the bracket for the aircon unit actually sits along here, and there's bolt holes then in the bracket, so when the AC condenser or compressor goes on there, the bolt holes line up into the bracket and gives it 4 mounting points. So you have one there, and then there's 2 then on the bracket. Well, due to compatibility problems with this Morrosso Sump, and I even tried modifying the bracket, it just would not line up. No matter what I did, it would not line up. I thought I might as well just delete the aircon, save the bit of weight, and save myself the headache of making a bracket to fit the aircon pump. So that's where this AC delete kit comes in. So let's go and take a look at that AC delete kit. Okay, so here we have the AC delete kit. Now, the first thing you're going to notice, genuine Mitsubishi, genuine Mitsubishi, genuine Mitsubishi. Well, why would there be a genuine Mitsubishi AC delete kit? Well, if you think about the Evo 10 RS model, that car had basically no luxuries on it because they built it for people who were just going to pull all the parts out anyway and convert them into race cars. So on that car, you would have had this AC delete kit from factory. So we're pretty much just going to be fitting the kit over to the Evo. Another reason this comes factory on an Evo is because of homologation rules. So Group N homologation, it has to be on a production car. So Mitsubishi at some point would have had to produce this AC delete kit on a production vehicle. So that's why we've got the genuine Mitsubishi parts. Now installation, that Morrosso Sump is going to lurk its ugly head again, and you're going to see why very soon. So let's go over to the car, and then we're going to start the install of this AC delete kit. Okay, so we're going to start now from the front of the vehicle. Now, looking through where the radiator and intercooler would normally be, but because I'm halfway through fitting the engine and I'm waiting on parts, there's no intercooler and radiator, so it's perfect to make a video. Now, that's actually where the bracket's going to go. So I'll show you how it fits, and keep your eye out for the problem that we're going to encounter pretty quickly. So we line it up here with the bolt hole there and a bolt hole there. So for now, I'm just going to put it in hand tight. Have you spotted it yet? If not, I'll take the camera around here and maybe then you'll see the problem. So what do you notice there then? Well, it's pretty obvious. Where's this bolt going to go into? It needs to go into the bracket that I was on about at the beginning is not compatible with the Morrosso Sump. Now, I gave Morrosso the benefit of the doubt, thinking, fair enough, it's not compatible with the aircon bracket, maybe it's only for non-aircon rally cars this is designed for. But even if you have an aircon delete, you still need that bracket, so I don't know what they were thinking. Probably an oversight on their part really. But I have made my own DIY way around it. I have seen online, on forums, some people just don't even bother with that bracket because that bracket's so overkill on how strong it is. It's easily strong enough, but it didn't sit right with me. So I have made a solution. So let's go and take a look. And this is my solution. So it was either don't use the bracket, don't use the Morrosso, or make your own bracket. So that's what I did. I got 4mm hardened steel bar. I've welded it both sides. As you can see, it's only a MIG welder. I'm not pretending I'm an expert fabricator, but I'm pretty sure it's more than adequate for the job. So let's go over to the car. Let's mock this little bracket up that I made yesterday. So this is the bracket I made, and it simply slides up onto them studs there. It lines up with this. There's a nut welded on the back, which this bolt can go into, and it just gives it a bit more of that strength. So that should sort out any of the problems that I would have had. Now I need to reiterate, it's not an AC delete kit problem. It's more the fact the bracket is not compatible with this Morrosso Sump, so I had to make one. So I'm going to tighten all the bolts up, and then we're going to fit the pulley. So just one final look at the AC delete kit. You can see where it mounts to the block, and coming around here then we've got the pulley, and then also the bracket that I've had to make, which is secured onto the oil pan studs and just gives a little bit of support to the bracket. So if you've got an Evo 10 like me, hopefully that helps you out. If you fit the Morrosso Sump and the AC bracket isn't fitting, it doesn't really matter whether you run AC or you run the AC delete kit. You've got to get that bracket to either fit, or you've got to make a bracket that does fit. When I run just the AC pump and the Morrosso Sump, I did not run the bracket, so it only had 2 bolts holding it on, and it was fine. So you could get away with it, like a lot of people do, but the car's there, I've got nothing else to do, I'm waiting on parts, so I just made the bracket. So hopefully that helps, and like I say, just waiting on one big order now from Rossport, and once that arrives, we're going to be bashing out this build, and the first start will be very quick. So yeah, looking forward to it. Cheers guys.